you know, what leads a brand to being perceived as too expensive, and what do you do in response to that, do you think, Jacqui?
Well, you know, it still amazes me that, you know, we can charge £30 for a tanning product, but I think you can charge it because there is trust that you're not going to do all those bad things, you're not going to go orange and streaky, and I think trust is ultimately the biggest factor. And you know, what's in the bottle has to work, or what you're consuming has to work and stand out and have a reason. So I think in the beauty industry we're quite lucky because we can have that idea of, you know, elevated pricing, and that generally means a better quality product. It means that you understand the consumer. So, but there's clearly ceilings, and certain products and certain categories can push the barriers more. I mean, why do you think people will spend £40 on a Chanel lipstick? Because it gives you a slice of something that you're aspiring to. It's aspirational to you, and it's got so much more meaning than just the lipstick and the red that you're buying into. So,
and I would say from a retailer's point of view, when we were doing the Aldi Schmaldi campaign, it was very interesting to look at own label brands in terms of drinks, as you have been in that category, because it's kind of important to be able to see, is the product going to be identical that you are competing against? So certain product categories I think are a lot harder that I've worked with previously, like flour, that become commodities. But if there's some kind of experiential, or I said to you before, some story behind the brand, or, you know, the provenance that especially the millennials are really, really into, then it becomes a lot easier to differentiate the brand than it would be if it is just, you know, you've got to be able to say this product is different, whether it's Grey Goose vodka, because it creates some kind of you know, is it that much different to Actually, yes, it is. I think, you know, in terms of, you'll look at it and you'll say, these do taste different, so there is a difference.
Any other thoughts on price and justifying that premium?
I think it goes back to what you said about the higher purpose and the emotion. So then you've mentioned price quite a lot, but actually what people want is value for money. So they're actually willing to spend a sort of an unlimited amount of money, but it's about, are they getting value for that, and do they perceive that? And if they buy into the story and the purpose of your brand, then they will spend on that. If they can get an identical product that's functionally identical, you know, the way to differentiate is through the emotion, the brand purpose. But I think a lot of brands fail to do that. So, you know, if I can buy the same thing half the price, well then of course I think the brands are too expensive.
But I think also, sorry.
So I was just going to say, I've got a really good example of that that's just, you know, every day, but very easy to understand. So I worked on Johnson & Johnson's for a while on their baby wipes. So their baby wipes were twice the price as private label baby wipes, and they all offered gentle cleaning as you would want for your baby's bottom or their face. So we repositioned Johnson's as offering or helping to keep your baby's skin healthy. So rather than just gentle cleaning, going up and up and up the sort of benefits ladder, saying this is why you pay twice the price for our product. And obviously you support that with claims, and it can't be an empty claim, but, you know, thinking about what you're offering and the value you're offering to consumers, not just the obvious functional, but the big emotive promise of keeping your baby's skin healthy. So I think a simple but good example of how you do that.
I was going to say, I think what you're seeing from the research is that a lot of the millennials are seeing through it where it isn't, you know, a sustainable claim.
Or genuine.
So, you know, so that people, when you go and look at the shelf and you think, actually, you know, the differential is too big and then it's not that different, and if it's just going to make me feel good, I'm going to be able to, you know, eat this crisp or drink this drink or use this product, and it's going to be the same. There needs to be something that really does.
See, we were playing into the hearts of new mums who wanted to buy into that, whereas millennials probably way more astute. They just want to get drunk or whatever.
Yeah. And they're the ones who are coming up, so that they're going to be tougher to kind of really convince.
However, millennials, I mean, they're still people, so they may be a bit more savvy in some ways about, let's say, grocery brands. But if you look at technology, which they value highly, Apple products are beautiful, and there's a story behind them. Technically and functionally, a lot of the other brands are offering better products, but millennials are still buying into Apple in many ways. So it is about the sort of the story and the value they create, and it is the same as everyone else. It's just they value different things.
It's just understanding what their hook is,